Hello YouTube, it is I, the Amazing Sotis, with another video, and today I'm going to tutorial video. Today I'm going to show you how to get the NVIDIA GeForce GTX 970 to work in Windows XP. Now, this is a process which I thought this card natively supported XP, but lo and behold, it doesn't quite support it. And in fact, NVIDIA did everything in their power to not have XP drivers, even though you can find a bunch of XP drivers for a bunch of different cards. It's going to delete these. Delete these drivers, so I don't really need them. But what we're going to do is we're going to install the we're going to grab version 359.606, and you can grab either 32-bit or 64-bit. You can see that I have either or. This driver should work. Maybe you may need to use an older driver. I don't know. But I hope this particular driver doesn't give me the problem with trying to install a .NET framework, because trying to find that driver is a pain. So you can see it's just not going to work out of the box. They're going to make us have to do some modding, which is fine. I'm going to go to display adapter. You can tell that I had some older NVIDIA cards on here. Just delete these. I've tried version 344. Tried that one. That one likes to stay at .NET Framework. I tried 344.48, and it works. This one I haven't really tried yet, so we're hoping that this one works. We're going to display adapter NV4. What we're going to do is I have my little text file open. You'll want to find either this or that, because it depends on your driver. Depends upon what your driver version is. Mine is and you can tell we see a bunch of like stuff that doesn't make sense. These are the IDs. I believe these are the device IDs that the driver tries to look for. So what we're doing is we're just adding these IDs to the driver to tell it to look for these specific cards, and it actually works. Because this is pretty much one of what would have been like one of the Vista drivers for this card. So what we're going to go look for is NVIDIA GeForce. Or not NVIDIA GeForce GTX. Oh, I'm sure they called it GTX because they were trying to cash in on fast cars and stuff. And you can see a bunch of different models. Of their lineups. I bet you this is also kind of how you get the 550 Ti to work, because it looks like they've got various drivers. And so what we're going to do, we're going to go here and we're going to add this line. So what I did was just look for. So that's practically what all we need to do for the moment. And then we run the setup again, and it should work. Yep, and lo and behold, it works. We do a custom, and then you can see what we're going to install. Microsoft framework. We don't really need Microsoft experience, but you can use like the older. You can use like a newer driver. I forgot that was in there. I don't really want that on here because it's a pain in the ass. It's already installed on here, but you can try it like. I believe that was the problem that I was having on here, so I might have to try the 965. I'd have to try 965 at some point, or 365. But you can see I'm just going to store. In fact, I might actually go ahead and try that out once we get done with this. Because this is actually kind of an interesting process. I already did this with 965 and see it's installed. But I wanted to kind of give you an example it'll work with. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go here and store. So I might try that one out. It's kind of cool. It's really neat that you're able to figure that stuff out. But, you know, NVIDIA GeForce cards, they're kind of neat. You can go into the but simple card to get to work. Not that hard. I'll try my 960. I'll try that most recent driver. And that's as far as I went. Was to try some slightly, but I've already done like 365.19. That's already added in that INF the stuff. So I'll try that out again. See if we can install that. Why are we not displaying? No, I was having some weird display issues, but I'm going to try that other one that I've already modified and see if it works. Driver, it's going to probably come up every single time, because now that I know what the issue is, I can go in here and it's .NET Framework. You might want to not install that through the NVIDIA launcher, not through the NVIDIA driver. And besides, you won't really need GeForce Experience because this is an older driver, an older operating system. You're not really going to need it. But I've already modified this, so you know, that's fine. I don't really care. Perform a clean install. Why not? Make sure that we don't have any driver issues. And I've, by the way, already modified this particular driver, and reason for doing what I do. This should work with this driver. It's really funny that you can actually modify this driver and it'll work. And Windows XP, and it's like, that's freaking cool. That's freaking cool. Windows XP is kind of a neat operating system to play around with. And you want to stay within that particular range of drivers. You want to stay within the range of 344.48 and to 365.19, because the four-square drivers that you really want to stick to is between those two versions. So we'll see if it'll work. This is actually on real hardware. And I think it just doesn't play nice when you do that sort of thing. Tried out a couple different. And this is just interesting. Isn't this a fascinating process? It is a really fascinating process. And you see how easy it is to modify an INF file, and it works. And so we'll just load up a game here. Let's load up a game. Let's load up I don't know, Quake 3 Arena? No. I want to load up Fear. Or just one of these games. Star Wars Republic Commando. So let's just load that one up. See how well it loads on here. But now we've got a over-the-top graphics card and a machine. Why not? Yeah, this is totally supported by NVIDIA. By the way, totally. Even though it ain't. But you can do it. So I'm going to create a select. We're going to try and we're going to try and max the graphics out just to test all of it out. EAX 3.0, 3.0, why not? Kind of max the graphics out. Here's the highest. Highest. And those should all be on anyway. On the highest. So now we're done. Just restart the game here. We'll test the game out here. Just to see if our drivers are working fine. So this should work. Back. Let's go test this out.
Welcome, this is your first day. Your designation will be RP01/138.
And it's just looks pretty fun. It actually runs really well in XP. Like, oh, why would you want to use this card in Windows XP?
You have been born
This card is
A sharp mind can be the key to survival.
It would bottleneck in XP.
That
It
is
probably wouldn't bottleneck
It will be your inheritance.
if you're using like an older.
That win the day.
If you're using like an older card, no. If you're using like
And in
playing
this
older
regard,
games,
you will
they
be
would just run
superior
perfectly
to
fine
your
on.
more common brethren.
So, you know, a lot of the people who say that, why would you want to do this?
For you are a commando, an elite unit, something truly special. Your weapons, your armor, and most importantly,
And you can see it looks pretty good. It actually looks fine. It's
sniper of
not
our world,
glitchy.
hunt in pods to bring down much larger prey. So too shall you join the three brothers and become fierce hunters for the Republic. Now, join your pod and embrace your destiny as their leader. Join Delta Squad. Delta 4-0,
so
your
beautiful.
foundation.
Camino.
A pure and uncomplicated soldier. 6-2, the heart and soul of your team. And 0-7, the fiercest hunter of all your brothers. You are each a piece of a whole person.
Like, this game must have looked
Will
amazing.
call you to defend and give your lives if need be.
This was peak graphics. This is actually 60 FPS. This is amazing.
Sergeant, get those troopers into the gunship. Ready for liftoff. New gunship. Okay, Group B, let's move it. Let's go. Push those cannons to the stern. Load the ammo and the ordnance. Let's go. Let's go.
Sir, we're gonna split up for the drop, but we'll meet you at the RV on Geonosis. See you planetside, sir.
Like, you just tell that the graphics look good. Execute Order 66. Do it. Do it. Do it. Yep. I'm actually watching the Clone Wars. I'm watching Attack.
Has not responded to signals, but is believed to be a technically armed transport.
But you can see it's working. As intended.
Welcome to Geonosis, 3-8. It's nice to see they finally unhooked you from the simulators. I've been assigned as your advisor, and will be your
The
eye in the
graphics
sky until further notice.
runs really well.
Get
Runs
killed.
very smooth.
Once you are on the ground, you will rendezvous with Delta Squad. Delta 6-2 is nearby. Your first objective is to find him and link up. The squad objective remains: find Sun Fac and eliminate him. I will be issuing further orders as you go. Good luck, Commando. Okay, we're above the LZ. Hook in. Look out!
But
I will be providing you with support and tactical information as necessary. Tactical information will be displayed on your heads-up display as holographic projections. Text communications will be displayed in this area.
but you can see that it works. And I hope you have found this guide to be useful. Till next time, folks. Peace out.